so bored of watching this clueless, no ideas, no philosophy. Um, I- Listen, when the lineups come out, Caduce was in. That was great. We was like, okay, no Socek in the team, and for the first few minutes, we moved the ball pretty nicely in the midfield, and then it just, I don't know, it just the game plan seemed to be get the ball. Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna change the camera slightly. It seemed to get the ball, pop it round the back for 4 passes, and then get the ball, pop it round the back for 4 passes, and then hoof it long and hope that Antonio sticks to him, which he can't do no more. Tarkowski and the other defender there, Braithwaite, were just absolute beasts. But they were never getting through them. He was never going to get through them. Um, it wasn't working. Paqueta was incredibly frustrating in that game. He played a couple of little passes here and there that were good, and then he kept giving the ball away. We was really missing the directness of Emerson. Cresswell just, he didn't have it. He didn't have a bad game, but he just didn't, he hasn't got that directness and that frighteningness that someone like Emerson's got. It's bad, guys. It's bad. We've lost 4 in a row now, and there's a good chance that it's going to be 6 in a row because we ain't going to beat Arsenal. And now we have a team that's going to have no Lucas Paqueta and no Edson Alvarez in it for the Brentford game because obviously they picked up 2 yellow cards today. I don't know. Like I said, I just don't get what we're doing. I do not get it. But the corners were poor again today. We had a couple of little chances. Ben Rama had a good one at the end. Apart from that, we were really, really poor. This is a team, they put the stats up. They played 40 away games. And they've only now 41 and now won 5. Like, come on, West Ham. Do you know what I mean? You lose against Olympiacos, who had a 1 in 10 European games. You lose against Everton. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know. Alvarez was poor as well when in the attacking sense. He just kept going for weird shots and it just wasn't coming off. In terms of the goal, it's just, again, fell asleep. It was a good finish from Calvert-Lewin, but again, there was other times where it's just offside their team, but we just sort of split open. I'm done. I'm just so done at watching this team play football at the minute. I said it, didn't I? I said it in the preview. I said it in the Everton preview that I did with the opposition guy. I said, if you give us the ball, we do not know what to do with it because we don't know how to play football. It all come true. What's Danny Ings thinking on the bench as well? You're 1-0 down, and we'll bring you on the 83rd minute or whatever it was. Where's Mabama? I'm lost. I'm lost for words, guys. I'm truly lost for words. It's becoming back to that struggle to watch West Ham play every week again. And I thought at the start of the season, we're getting some results. Them results are gone now. They're not wins anymore. They're not good performances. They're not wins. Caduce was okay. If I want to pick out some players, he was okay. He didn't really get a full chance to, a through ball play through for him to really run on. He had good feet. He had a good, like I say, he had the one where he was offside that Pickford saved really close up. But apart from that, like I say, it's awful. It's awful. There's no chance at all against Arsenal in the week. They are going to absolutely massacre us, whether we put out our strongest team or our weakest, or they put out their weakest team versus our strongest team. We're not good enough. We don't know how to play football. Benson Dean says, Moyes has ruined us right now. We don't have any ideas how to attack. We have been Moyes. I couldn't agree more, mate. I'd love to know what he's going to say in his press conference later. I'll have to catch up with that later. I went live straight away because I just wanted to get it off my chest, and usually sometimes I wait till the next morning, but today I just wanted to, be there, right there. Benson says sack him now. I was saying it during the game, mate. Sack him now. I'm done with it. Because we're just not going to go anywhere. These players, I keep saying it, and some of it is the players. The players are the ones that go out on the pitch. But again, what happens in the training ground? What direction they're being given by Moyes is why this is happening. This group of players under, let's say, an Eddie Howe, what he does at Newcastle, a De Zerbi at Brighton, even maybe like a Gary O'Neill, who's having doing some good stuff with Wolves, would get a better tune out of this team because he would take the shackles off and let them play a bit. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. We are very, very lucky, guys, that Luton and Sheffield United are in the league this season. Like I said, I don't think we're going to go down. Very unlikely we're going to go down. But it's going to be, if Moyes is allowed to continue what he's doing, it's just going to be a whimper. We desperately, and I am digging him out. I don't care. We desperately need a striker in January. Antonio he's not good enough. Whoever idea it was to give him a contract on 100 grand a week for however long they've given him is clueless. They're absolutely clueless. The geezer can't do it anymore. Nothing sticks to him. All he seems to do is fall over. When he got it in the box really early on in the first half, he just sort of like did a little dance. He ain't got a Scooby-Doo no more. He ain't got a Scooby-Doo. I can't stand him as a player anymore. I think he's obsessed with the celebrity life now. And he just, as you would if you were given 100 grand a week and at 33 or whatever he is, he's just living life now, enjoying the money. There needs to be some serious rethinks again in the team. It's going to be, like I say, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in that Brentford game in next weekend with no Paquetá, no Alvarez. It's going to be a really, really interesting what he puts out in that game. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Just horror show, hammer horror show. Benson, last comment says, Moyes only knows how to defend. He can't do anything else. Would make decision has to be made now. 100%, mate. 100% agree with you. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Like I say, short and sweet. I haven't gone into the game because I can't be bothered. It's just not good enough. It's more about just saying we're clueless. Absolutely clueless. Clueless football team. We don't know how to play football. We've got footballers there, but they clearly are not training how to do any patterns of play, any sort of possession-based games on how to break teams down. And, we're so used to being out of possession that when we have possession, we just don't know what to do. Time rescue, Antonio's still in a living. He is. I can't stand him anymore as a footballer. It's not personal, because I know people go like, hey, personal, you're picking on him, it's personal. No, he's not a good footballer anymore. He's not a good footballer anymore. Benson, do you think Sullivan would sack him? No, and that's a sad thing. We've got into the end of the season, like I say, because it's very unlikely we're going to get relegated, and that's all they care about. They only ever spend money when it looks like we're going to get relegated. We never spend money when it looks like we can go for something. But let's pretend that we were sitting fourth going into January, then they wouldn't spend money because they'd be like, yep, we're safe, we're okay, doesn't matter. The only reason he will not get sacked, The sad thing is that we all know there is no chance Moyes will get sacked, and that's what kills me. Yeah, mate, 100% agree. Benson gives Antonio a new contract. Whoever gives him a new contract is absolute moron. An absolute moron. Whoever decided to give Mikel Antonio a new contract, we should have let him go when he was doing his little sulking, and when he close to joining someone. I can't remember who it was. No, he was close to joining someone, and then he had the Saudi talk for a little while. We should have let him go, or they should have forced Moyes to sell him, to take that option away from him. Like you take that Antonio option away from him, then he has to do something different. He has to go and get someone different. Time saying our home crowd is so quiet. Sorry, but it's true. No, mate, it is. And our away support is the loudest. Yeah, it's true, mate. It's true. Yeah. So 4 games now, guys. How many more are you going to give him? And I know the problem is European games, some people don't count them. But like I say, I think it's going to be very easily 6 games now where we don't get a win because, like I say, we're not going to beat Arsenal. We're not going to beat Brentford. The fixtures after that, I can't fully remember. I think it might be someone like Palace, maybe Forest are in there as well. Again, these are not games that now I look at them and go, they're dodgy games because we're not good. Yep, 100% taking the mick. Yep, 100%, mate. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, those of you that have joined me live. If you are watching this back, please hit the like button before you leave. 14 if you're watching now, so just, boom, don't cost nothing. Just hit that like button and subscribe if you're new around here. I'll be back, guys, for the Arsenal game. I'm absolutely dreading that game. I don't even think I can bring myself to watch that game on Wednesday night. It's going to be a massacre. It's going to be an absolute massacre. It's going to be horrible because I hate Arsenal as well. What's this last comment? I've always wondered why English fans are so much quieter. Fake fans on the continent. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know what it is. Anyway, guys, until next time, come you guys, keep believing if you can, because it looks like it's going to be a very, very long old season. But let's think of it this way. If I want to give you a positive to end on, already I'm looking towards the end of the season thinking, thank God David Moyes will be out of this football club by the end of the season, and hopefully a manager with a bit more dynamism and ideas and can get a tune out of these fantastic players will help, will help. Anyway, guys, let's go.